Good morning and welcome to your Daily Sparks. You know, if God calls you, you need to heed the call. And if He calls you, He will also give you the resources to accomplish the work to which He's called you. But if He hasn't called you, don't conjure up some appointment and tell God He's got to bless it. If He doesn't send you, ultimately, you are destined for failure. Jeremiah received the call through a word of the Lord. And several of the Jewish leaders and many of the prophets, of course, all heard God the same way. If you look at Ezra, you look at Hosea, Joel, Jonah, they all heard the word of the Lord. God created Jeremiah for a purpose, He said. I've created you for this purpose. Jeremiah felt inadequate, but God wanted total control. He said, if you give it to me, it's going to be a tough row. It's going to be a difficult job. He had a very unpopular message, but God raised him up for that special moment. So whether God has called you from birth or whether you get a word from the Lord that is calling you, I believe that God is calling all of us to stand for what is right and true in this nation, in our church, and in our society. When God endorses a person's vocation, when God endorses a person's call, He gives them the resources to do that. He's not going to call you, then leave you short. He's going to give you the resources. I remember when I first stepped into the role here at Ignite, we had this incredible, before it was Ignite, we had this incredible debt over our heads. And we had a time frame. If we didn't come up with money in a period of time, we were going to lose everything and we were going to be bankrupted. But I said, God, I can't believe you called me to this church to leave me in the lurch, to just throw me down the stairs. If you called me, God, you've got to provide for it. And the Lord brought in $250,000 in just 9 months from 50 people. And to this day, I don't know where it came from. God will never call you and leave you in the lurch. Think about that. We'll see you tomorrow on Sparks.